Okay, hey guys, it's been a little while. Not paying attention in college means that every once in a while I have a week or two where I just have to grind really hard, so I just didn't have any time to record. But I'm back. Oh, that's quite a first play. But, so yeah, back to recording. Crazy stuff went down. You remember in the last video I said, like, they kind of sort of maybe killed the game? Well, actually, call off the alarm, stop the riots in the streets, they unkilled their game, we don't have to storm the Capitol. So, yeah. So they changed the AI so that the bridge was wider, and that made it so that Cycle was just dead as an archetype. And then they undid that 2 days later, so we're good again. We fine, we chillin'. I'm actually really happy that they did that, because like I was actually getting kind of afraid that I'd have to like find an entire new game for the channel. Because, like, you know, Clash Royale's dead. I'm not making a tutorial on how to get to the top of Clash Royale if it's just a dead game. But, yeah, so it looks like things have not absolutely died. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Goal for today is getting halfway through the snowy arena, which, whatever that one is. I'll probably... Now that the AI changes are back, I'm gonna play another game on my main account so I can actually show a game on my main account and not make a fool of myself this time. Because last time I got dunked on by somebody who was not only playing an overpowered deck, but the AI made it pretty much impossible to win the game. So it should be a lot easier this time. Who knows? Maybe I'm just bad at video games. That's a great fireball. By the way, you noticed I did basically the same play twice. He witches, he baby drags behind, I knight to tank for both the witch and the baby dragon, and then I fireball both the witch and the baby dragon because it's good fireball value. He's playing bait, which is actually pretty smart of him. He's playing RG bait, which is... You don't see that all that often. It is an existent deck, it's just not a common deck. I'm gonna Skarmy the barrel. I knew that I could Skarmy the barrel, which is why I arrowsed earlier. It's actually smart. I'm gonna ignore that though. I should have archers did it, but whatever. Okay. Let's see. How's this gonna go? Skarmy. Just play something on my Skarmy now, so I'm gonna... Whoa! Just because it worked once doesn't mean it's gonna work again. Kind of shows that he didn't exactly know what he was doing when he played that baby dragon the first time around. I'll ignore that baby dragon again. I could archers, but it'd full kill my archers, and I'd rather it didn't do that. He should have played his Royal Giant more. Yep, game over. So he had archers, minions, witch, barrel. So he was playing arrows bait. But I have double barrel counter, so it was pretty easy for me to win. You might notice again that some of my levels are higher. I did a little mining off camera. Oh, we're about to be in the next arena. That's nice. So, yeah, I did a little off-camera mining. I didn't do enough off-camera mining. Technically, I haven't been keeping, like, optimal. But that was a late zap. I'm gonna play Archers Split, so by playing them early, they'll split up a little bit, so it'll tank 2 Dark Prince hits. Oh, actually, it'll tank 4 Dark Prince hits. I kind of thought that it was high enough level that it would just kill my stuff, but no. That's quite a Valkyrie. I'm gonna Skarmy the river because I don't want to leak, and he just wasted a Skarmy counter, so I don't mind it. I might actually just fireball this. I'm gonna fireball this. I know it's, like, not the greatest play in the world because it's negative elixir. I'm making a huge negative trade there, but I just don't want to take all that Valkyrie damage, and there was nothing really better I could have played. Also, he fireballed my skeleton army, which is certainly a thing that you are allowed to do. Oh, Inferno Tower. So he's playing Valkhog, Dark Prince, Zap, Witch, I think. Inferno Tower? Fire Spirit? Fire Spirit, Hog, Valk, Dark Prince, Hog, Zap. Oh, right, he's playing Hog Zap. So I gotta be careful with my Inferno Tower. Because he can zap my Inferno Tower to try and get his Hog through. And Fireball. Fireball Zap, Hog, Valk, Dark Prince, P.E.K.K.A. That's actually full counter of P.E.K.K.A, I'm pretty sure. They better. Well, since he fireballed, I don't mind playing my Skarmy now. I'm gonna barrel. I didn't mean to barrel the back there, I meant to barrel the middle. But, I don't think he has elixir to counter both things anyway, so should be fine. Nice. How much? Only 57. So I had to fireball that to take it. I can wait on the fireball, though, because I don't need to be down elixir until the very end of the game, so I might as well just wait until the end of the game. I don't think he has any splash, so I'm going to bats. I mean, I don't think he has any ground and air splash, so I'm going to bats. I'm going to Skarmy the River. For some reason, he just always seems to mess up when I Skarmy the River. Like, what is that fireball? Who fireballs a skeleton army? Okay. I'm going to split archers. If he ignores the left archer, then it takes his tower. Inferno Tower. I played a high Inferno Tower, so he couldn't zap the Inferno Tower and the tower. I just don't want to take any tower damage. I don't know. Kind of feel like going no hits this game. Looks like he's ignoring the archer, so that's tower down. That knight will actually counter the Valk, so I can knight the back. I don't even need to use my knight there. Skarmy. I guess I got outcycled there. He got to his hog again before I got to my Inferno Tower, but it didn't matter. If he was like a sweaty player, he would have been counting my cycle, and then he would have known that my only play was Skeleton Army, and then he would have pre-fireballed the Skeleton Army, and that would have been a whole mess, but he is not a sweat. I'll head out and look at the upgrades now, just so we can, like, get the account progression. But, yeah, it's looking pretty, the account's looking pretty, everything is looking up in the world, because, we don't have to handle the AI changes. Oh, this is good. That's not good, never mind. We don't have to deal with AI changes making the game impossible to play, and we're not getting difficult games on the... We're not getting difficult opponents in the actual arenas, so it's looking really nice right now. Have we unlocked... Oh, Path of Legends is 15? That's gonna be a while. But, that's actually our next goal, like, on the account. The next thing that we have to do is just get all the way up to Arena 15 so we can get Path of Legends. Path of Legends, when we get there, we're just gonna basically start ignoring trophies and go only for Path of Legends. The reason why we're going to do that is because, if he didn't play a Valk, Knight Bats would have countered, but because he played a Valk, I had to Inferno Tower. The reason why we're trying to get to Path of Legends as soon as possible is because Path of Legends rewards reset every season, but trophy rewards are one and done. So if you get your Path of Legends rewards, so you want to be playing, you want to get every reward out of Path of Legends every season that you can, so that you can get them before they're gone. Because once they're gone, you're never getting them. The trophy rewards, the trophy ladder rewards, they stay around forever. So even if you don't get them now, you can still get them later. So what I'll probably do is, as soon as I hit Arena 15, just swap right over to Path of Legends. Oh, that's not a bats. That sucks. Arrows. Arrows is my barrel counter. I wonder why everybody has a level 9 barrel. I have a level 9 barrel, this guy has a level 9 barrel, somebody before us had a level 9 barrel. Bomber. Oh, he's playing Cycle. He's playing Hog Cycle. Hog Valk, Skelly's Bomber, God Barrel. That was a bad Hog because it's just giving me a counter to his Bomber. Wait, that kills... Yeah, okay, good. I was afraid that I was going to hit my tower and ignore the bomb tower for a second, but because of those AI changes, it did not go straight for my tower. I'm so happy that they unkilled the game. I mean, of course, they still did nerf progression for free-to-play players and nerfed progressions for pay-to-win players, so it's not exactly, like, in the greatest state, but I'll take what I can get. Oh, that's an Evo Valk. I'm going to Skarmy this. I would rather defend with units right now because there's a Valk coming after my tower. I want to have as many things between the Valk and the tower as possible. I'm actually going to Fireball Arrows that. I wish I didn't Skelly Barrel. If I had Fireball Arrows that instantly, that would have been more damage. So the reason why I wanted to Fireball Arrows that is because he didn't have enough Elixir to play more counters on my stuff. So by Fireball Arrowsing the Witch, then my stuff just gets to his tower. Plus, I think he wasn't expecting it, so I think that it would have been pretty nice play. Unfortunate timing. Still no damage on my towers. I'm not going to Fireball Arrows the Witch this time because it wouldn't do me any good. I will Arrows this. Never mind, I shouldn't have Arrows that. It doesn't kill the Bomber. Actually, I got outcycled there. That's on me. That's not a... Okay. So, sometimes... So when you play a card, right? Watch this. When I play a card, play Goblin Barrel, notice how it takes a little bit before the next card appears in my hand. That's something that I really hate, because depending on how good your Wi-Fi is, it will take more or less time for the card to appear in your hand. And because it takes more or less time for the card to appear in your hand, then sometimes the timing for getting a second card down changes. So just because my Wi-Fi, I don't know, maybe decided to flare up a little bit in that moment, I ended up taking a huge amount of damage. I'm tempted to ignore that witch, but because there's a tombstone behind it, I don't think I will. I will let it connect to my tower, though, because I want to save my knight's health. I'm going to arrows this. Get the Skarmy down. Oh, man. Yeah. That was close, but I did get the Skarmy down. By the way, I said I'm not going to explain Evos because I just haven't been facing them, but I'm clearly facing a lot of Evos now, so I think it's time that I should just start explaining every Evo that I see. The Evo that he's playing in this game is Evo Valk. Evo Valk, so Evos, you play it, and then once every certain number of times you play it, it will be stronger. In this case, Evo Valk. Every 3 times he plays a Valk, he has an evolved Valk. Evo Valk, she has extra health, and when she attacks, she spawns a tornado on her, just on her. It only hits once, but it's a tornado, so she can pull things, she can kill bats, all that stuff. So that, you notice I was very wary of playing my bats on the Valk because if the Valk attacked, then the bats would die. But, yeah. So Evo Valk is a pretty strong card because of those stat buffs, because like you're just getting extra value for no extra cost. Okay. Also, okay, I'm gonna arrows this because I hit everything. That is a very nice arrows. I'm gonna archers this because I just don't want it to spawn more spear gobs. Level 11 skeleton army. My archers 2-shot the skeletons. That's pitiful. Okay, I can't afford to play a skeleton army on a single spear goblin like that, especially because he's got prince. Now I know, never play my skeleton army on anything except for the prince, ever. Does he have a small spell? He's gonna arrows the skeleton army too late to actually get damage, and ignore my goblin barrel. Yeah, okay. Wow, this guy's got crazy levels. I'm gonna knight. I'm knighting far away so that hopefully the mini peck will take as much damage from bats as possible before it connects to my knight. So he's got knight mini pekka, arrows, skeleton army, goblin hut, barbs. This is a very odd deck. Fireball. I mean, not fireball. Inferno tower. I was gonna fireball the Inferno tower. That's why I said that. Because he spent 5 elixir, and that 5 elixir gets him no offense. But I might as well just fireball it. I get tower damage since I'm up so much elixir, and takes a defender off the map. Do my bats one-shot skeletons? I really hope they one-shot skeletons. They do not one-shot skeletons. All is lost. So I play the knight to pull the prince away from his skeleton army, and then I play my skeleton army at the last minute so that hopefully the prince has been pulled far enough away from the skeleton army that it's isolated and gets hit by the hopefully that it's isolated and gets hit by the skeleton army first. But it looks like he's done. He just doesn't want to play no more. So I was very careful with the cards that I played. Oh, you are one of those. Sometimes what people will do is when they're losing, they will try to let you deal damage to them and then try and all-in you on the opposite lane to kill you. So when you are 3-crowning somebody, you never play all of your elixir at once. I guess I didn't say that, but when you're 3-crowning somebody, don't play things on 0. Make sure you always have at least one solid counter in hand. Whoa, Loon. And barrel. Oh, that's a side barrel. I should have played my skeleton army to the side there. Bats are very good against Loon. You notice 2 for 5. That's a crazy good trade. And he's hogging into my skeleton army, so I'm going to go all in the opposite lane now, because he still has to counter that skeleton army, and he's down a bajillion elixir. That should be tower down. Yeah, that's tower down. I could bats to just go straight for the king tower, but I don't think that he's going to give up, so I'm going to bats to defend. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't actually know if I should have skeleton armied or arrows, because skeleton army is a good hog counter, but of course I don't. Oh, because he also has goblin barrel. He has goblin barrel, hog, loon. That's on the inside. You learn how to see where barrels are just with experience. So now he could play as Hog Rider, and I would be very unhappy. So he's got Hog, Barrel, Loon, Skarmy, Skelly Drags. I'm gonna go in to try and delay his Hog Rider so I can cycle back around to one of my Hog counters first. I'm gonna Night Bats because I just don't want him to Hog. Maybe he gave up? I think he gave up. Huh. Well, that's that. I'll Skarmy. This is going to be a pitifully slow 3 crowning because I don't have that many offensive tanks. I think this should do it, though. Yep, okay. By the way, notice again, I never played all of my elixir while 3 crowning. I waited a little bit. I have like 4 elixir in hand, just in case they decide, oh, this seems like you spent all your elixir, seems like a good time to go Hogloon Barrel. Because if they go Hogloon Barrel and I've got 0 elixir, then I might be just screwed. Which, Goblin Barrel first play is a fine. You know, maybe it's a good time to talk about first play. So, you're starting the game, you need to make a play. What are you going to play? I said that you got to play something safe, but on top of playing something safe, you got to play something that doesn't cost too much elixir. If you play a 5 elixir card, then they will probably punish you, because, like, if they play 5 elixir, they just spent half of their elixir, and it's only in 1 lane. So I can spend all of my elixir in the opposite lane. So he witches here. I can spend 10 elixir in this lane, and then just kill him immediately. So it's generally a bad idea to play anything 4 elixir or more as a first play. You want to play 3, 2, or 1 elixir, no more. Prince, great. So he's got Witch, Prince, Baby Drag. I'm going to hover my archers in case he has Zap. No Zap, okay. Witch, Prince, Baby Drag. I'm going to Archers same lane. Oh, also Fireball. And Skarmy. Arrows to Skarmy. I want to get it off the map because it would take up forever for my archers to kill that whole Skarmy. Knight to tank for the Witch. He's going to Fireball only the Knight. I'm not going to try and punish him for that play because even if I play Bat, if I don't play Bats, he has to Baby Dragon. If I do play Bats, he still has to Baby Dragon. So playing my Bats at the river there would not have done me any good. And it still got damage. Oh, interesting. Giant Skeleton. Not a very good card. He's real tanky. He drops a big bomb. That's everything there is to know about him. I'm going to split my archers in the back. It's my safest play right now because split archers is arguably the single safest play in the entire game. Because it's only 3 elixirs, so they can't really punish you because you've still got 7 elixir in hand. And on top of that, you still have you have an archer going in either lane. So not only can they not punish you by changing lanes, they also can't punish you for elixir. So there's really just no way to punish split archers. Unless, of course, archers are your only air counter and you play archers. The reason why split archers is safe for me is because I've got Inferno Tower and Bats as my other 2 air counters. I really wanted to Skeleton Army that Giant Skeleton because Skeleton Army wrecks a Giant Skeleton, but I decided to Knight because I know that he has Prince. I played my Inferno Tower just because I was at 10 elixir, but turns out he Baby Dragoned into my Inferno Tower, which is very handy for me. So yeah, game over. Fireball's my King Tower. That certainly is a play. Okay. Some people just don't like being 3 crowned. I guess they feel disrespected or something. I don't know. You know, I think if you feel disrespected about a kid's video game, you need to stop playing a kid's video game. But yeah. Games are going pretty fast today. I'm actually not even underleveled yet, so it's looking like the progression is much better than I thought. Like, a lot of people were complaining about how much they nerfed the progression, but it's not all that bad. Out of these 2, Ice Spirit is a way better card. Oh, I unlocked Loon. Okay, useful. We'll do some upgrades and explain some cards right now. So, Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit, Fire Spirit, E-Spirit, Ice Spirit. You notice a trend. They're single-use, 1 elixir cards. They run, they jump, they have an effect when they jump. Fire Spirit hits like a fireball. E-Spirit chains through things and stuns for a half second. So, watch. Chains and stuns for a half second. E-Spirit is very good against bats, but Ice Spirit, it doesn't chain like an E-Spirit, but it does splash, it does a circular splash freeze. And this freeze is 1.2 seconds, so it's more than double the freeze of an E-Spirit. So Ice Spirit is actually a really good defensive card. Ice Spirit is the staple of like almost every cycle deck. I don't have space for Ice Spirit though, so I won't be using it. Did I unlock anything else? Oh right, Loon. So Balloon. Balloon is another win condition, you know, Giant, Hog, Mortar, Battle Ram, etc. Also pigs. Balloon is the first aerial win condition. You notice that some of these cards are aerial, you know, air stuff, immune to ground stuff. Balloon is a win condition, and it is immune to ground stuff. It hits like a truck if it reaches a building, but it moves really slowly. So you've got a lot of time to counter it. Most annoying thing about Loon is that it's typically played with Lumberjack Balloon, but we don't have to deal with Lumberjacks yet, so I will talk about that later. Balloon is not actually... Well, Balloon... The thing about Balloon is that it's a very good card to counter people who are new to the game. Because against Balloon, you need to have good timings and placements. And if you don't have those, you're going to suffer against Balloon. So lots of bad players like using Balloon, and lots of bad players hate Balloon. This deck, triple anti-air, so Balloon ain't going nowhere. If I imagine that maybe somebody might try go Baby Drag Balloon down here in this trophy range. If you see a Baby Dragon plus Balloon, Knights tank for the Baby Dragon, and then Bats outside of the Baby Dragon splash range. That is your best counter. Or Inferno Tower if the Balloon gets really close to your tower. Also, this event is pretty nice. We got 2 more days to get about double the amount of crowns that we currently have. That shouldn't be too bad. On the last day, if I don't already have it, then I'll just release a long video just grinding it all out. Requests. Always remember to donate. I think I already said that though. Am I halfway yet? We'll play one more game on this account, and then one more game so I can redeem myself on my main. So yeah, this guy's a bit lower than me in trophies. You notice that sometimes the people that you're playing against are lower than you in trophies, so if you lose against those people, then you end up taking a bigger loss of trophies. You notice there I didn't play my Skeleton Army immediately, because if he's going all in at the river, then he's probably no skill, and if he's no skill, he's probably got some trick up his sleeve, so I was waiting to see if he played anything else. And then I saw the Baby Dragon, and then I Knighted high to tank for the Baby Dragon, and then Skeleton Army immediately after the Knight to stop the Prince from charging on my Knight. A lot of people like using plays like that, where you have to be careful and fast, because if you're not careful or fast, then they will kill you. Gee, Balloon. Great, okay. So he's got Loon, Prince, Baby Drag, Wizard. Is that all? I thought he played a 5th card. Loon, Prince, Baby Drag, Wizard. And he's ignoring my Knight. Oh, and guards. So that's 5 of his 8 cards. He's got Double Splash, Prince, Loon. Remember I said people don't know how to counter Loon, so of course the next 2 games that we go against are Loon. I'm going to Archers the back. I could have arrows that Skeleton Army, but I don't know if he has Goblin Barrel. I will arrows the Skeleton Army now because I need to get it off the map. I'm going to Bash Tank 1 hit for the Baby Dragon and then Skeleton Army on the Prince. The Skeleton Army kills the Prince so quickly that even just blocking the Baby Drag for 1 or 2 hits is enough to full kill it. Just never, if they have Prince and some sort of splash, never let the splash onto your Skeleton Army. Never, 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 ever. Ever, never, ever, never. We might end up seeing someone playing Prince Valk someday. I'll explain that when we see it, because it's pretty tough to explain with words. But Prince Valk is even deadlier than Baby Dragon Prince. Baby Dragon Prince, at least, you can counter by just tanking for the Baby Dragon and playing a late Skeleton Army. But, yeah, he knows it's over. But, what was I gonna say? Right, but Valk Prince, the Valks is a melee unit just like the Prince, so they tend to stay together, so it's rather difficult to separate them. Oh my god, Barrel. I don't even need to respond to those guards because the archers will already kill them. I'm gonna leak Elixir here. Yeah, I don't want to play anything because everything I have in hand is a counter to one of his cards. If I play any of my cards, he can just play the thing that I just wasted my counter for. So like, oh, that's an unfortunate Knight. Oh, and the Baby Dragon goes backwards, so this is not looking great. I'm an Inferno Tower. The Inferno Tower will kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A and the Baby Dragon. I was just saving my Inferno Tower in case he had, like, random giant that I never knew he had or something like that. He's Inferno Towering he's ballooning into an Inferno Tower, which is an absolutely crazy play, so, yeah. Inferno Tower is a great balloon counter, and he played his balloon into the Inferno Tower, which is not bueno for him. Don't love to see it. Oh, yeah, by the way, they changed these, in the last update, when they nerfed progression, they also changed how chess works. So now instead of chess, you just have to play 10 wins per game. So 10 wins per day. You need to get 3 wins for the lucky drops, and then 10 wins for these cards. And then keep remembering to do this daily cap. We have another challenge coming up. I'll do that. I'll release a video on that in a day or two. I do already have a deck, so if you just want to like play the mode, I'll show you the deck now. It goes this, and then lumberjack and recruits. Recruits and lumberjack. Where is lumberjack? There it is. So here's how the deck works. Recruits. Split Evo recruits, 3 and 3 on either side. Knight tank for one side, lumberjack in front of the other. Split archers behind the recruits. Dark goblin to kill whatever they play. So you want to wait on your dark goblin until they play something to defend with, and then you split your goblin barrel as soon as the recruits cross. Goblin gang and arrows, they aren't evolved, but they're still important to have. Notice how many weak to arrows cards I have in this deck. Everybody's going to be carrying cards that are weak to arrows, so you really want to have them. Goblin Gang is a defend all card. You can play a Goblin Gang on pretty much anything and it'll just kill it. The reason why we have one not evolved card in this deck is because the secret to winning in Evo Mayhem is to synchronize all of your evolutions. So I haven't explained this yet, but you notice the cycles. Certain evolutions take different amount of cycles to get to. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. So what you need to do is you need to play these 2 Evo cycles first, and then in the second round, play all of your Evos, and then in the third round, you will have everything evolved at once. And then you just build this ginormous monster push of evolved cards that is undefendable. But of course, since you want to synchronize them, you need to use your Goblin Gang and your arrows to defend things when you don't want to play one of your evolutions. So yeah, I'll release a video on that later. But to end off this video, we are going to play a game on my main account, and I'm going to win it because, yeah, by the way, top 10,000 in the world, number 8525, worst 2 Evos in the game. Just putting that out there. So, yeah, see how it goes. We'll see what this guy's playing. I had to play really sweaty for this game, for this account. I'm not going to play anything. I can't afford to play anything. Oh boy, this is probably the single worst matchup for this deck. So I'll see how it goes. I'm gonna Musketeer the back and then immediately Goblin Drill opposite lane. Well, not immediately. I'm gonna wait for the Barbarian's tank and then I'm gonna Goblin Drill opposite lane. Even if he counters it for a positive elixir trade, I just can't allow him to build up his entire push. I'm gonna bowler. The bowler will tank for my Musketeer for a long time. And then I'm gonna guards. The guards will pull the Valkyrie to the middle. I kind of have to ignore the rest of that push that he has because I need to bar barrel this side. I took a lot of damage, but there wasn't really anything I could have done. I needed to have my Tesla end cycle, and I just didn't have my Tesla end cycle, so got starting handed, lost about a third of both towers, but I don't mind that. As long as I have my tower, I'm happy, because let's face it, if I get unlucky enough, I'll lose everything. So as long as I still have both towers at roughly equal health, then I count myself lucky for early game. I'm gonna wait on my Musketeer now. It's looking like he's playing Classic Lavaloon, which means that he's gonna have Fireball Zap. Yeah, he's playing his balloon. The Tesla should pull that balloon, so I should be fine. Yep, that's good for me. I'm gonna NATO up. I could have NATO'd the balloon to my King Tower, but if I did that, then the pups would have gotten damage on my tower, and notice I'm already down enough. I can't really afford to be down even more. Since I know that he's playing Classic Lavaloon, I know that he is playing Inferno Dragon, which means that my bowler is not going to get much value this game. Every time he plays an Inferno Dragon on my bowler, it full kills, and he gets an Inferno Dragon out of it, so really painful interaction for me. I'm going to guards the back. Pretty much no matter what he does with those guards, it's going to be a good trade for me. I'm gonna Musketeer high. The reason why I'm Musketeering high is because I want it to retarget onto that Inferno Dragon afterwards. Poison. Poison will kill the pups, and it will deal damage to the Inferno Dragon and the it'll deal damage to the Inferno Dragon and the Valkyrie. I'm gonna ignore those guards on the other side because it's evening out my damage. I have the Loon low, Bar Barrel to tank for my Tesla. I should be fine. I am not fine. I have to Musketeer this, or else it's gonna get a hit. And then that's a very odd zap, but the Musketeer was in range of the bomb, which really sucks for me. I'm not going to drill with this because he has this Inferno Dragon. It's not looking good right now. That was a terrible Lava Hound, so I can guard to kill this, and then Tesla to retarget the Lava Hound off of my tower. And then as soon as the balloon hits my Tesla, I'm gonna NATO. I'm not gonna NATO as soon as it hits. I'm gonna wait for the last moment and then NATO to King, like this. So that will that will save my tower for now. But you notice he had his Valkyrie for my drill, so I cannot. It's very difficult for me because I cannot build a push because he's got his Inferno Dragon, but I cannot defend his pushes because he's got too many counters for my cards. I need to get a bowler down with a drill, but I cannot get a bowler down with a drill because he has an Inferno Dragon. I'm gonna poison this. He's just fireball cycling me at this point. I had to take his entire tower in the next push if I want a chance at winning. But he knows that I had to do that, so he's just going to hard defend. I'm never going to win a game with my main account on this channel, man. He has Fireball and Cycle already, it's over. Or he just wants to wait. Okay, yeah. So, well, yeah. It's not easy playing at the top 10,000 in the world. I'm gonna switch decks for a moment, switch back to my main deck, just so I can, like, I don't know, save face or something? I don't know. I'm not a professional like the other YouTubers. Once again, I have to just not try my absolute best to not get annihilated in the first starting hand. If I get unlucky, then I lose my entire tower, so I can't afford to really play much of anything. Since I'm at 10, I'm going to log. Log is a safe play. I can't afford to gobs because he might have Prince. With Bar Barrel, he probably doesn't have Prince, so I don't mind gobsing now. If he ignores those gobs, I get a little bit of damage. He's playing Bar Barrel Dark Prince. The most likely deck to me, I think this would be Golem. Yes, this is definitely Golem. That certainly is a play. I'm not a fan of it, though. Of course I'm not a fan of it, I took a bunch of damage. But, the reason why I'm not a fan of it is because now he has to deal with this push coming in. I'm going to log to, kill his barb. I'm gonna... What? What happened? Oh! Okay, that's what happened, never mind. That gets a hit on my tower? That's insane. Well, I'm gonna lose again, by the way, because I've got nothing for his, Electro Dragon, and he's got the best evolution in the game. In the hierarchy of video gaming, I am not high. If I was playing my previous deck in this matchup, I would be winning right now, because I've got NATO for King Tower, I've got double tank for his mini tanks, so it would be a very fortunate matchup if it was the last game, but that's not how this game works, is it? Knight. I knighted late, so he can't NATO it. I'll gobs to the middle so that, oh, he's playing that. Wait, is he playing Graveyard? He might be playing Graveyard. No, there's no way he's playing Graveyard with a Lumberjack. That's a poison. That kills the entire push. Yep, good stuff. Spirit. You gonna golem? There you go. No golem, huh? Okay. He's playing extremely passively. I don't know why. I'm gonna hover my Musketeer to try and snipe something. I don't mind that. He still has to play something on my Knight because the Dark Prince doesn't pull. Well, looks like he's just stupid. Yep, and I was expecting a Golem, so I was ready to go in. I'm gonna Miner actually on the Golem, believe it or not. He's gonna Bar Barrel this. I'm going to log the Bar Barrel so that my Musketeer stays alive. Hope that the Musketeer full kills the Brawler. And you'll... no, retargeted, that sucks. But you notice now that the Golem is pretty much dead already. So I'm gonna poison this. Poison hits as hard as a mini P.E.K.K.A, so that's a lot of stuff, and having a mini P.E.K.K.A hit all of that is good for me, so I'm going to Knight high, because now that I know that he likes to play aggressive, tornadoes, I need to never Knight near my tower. That's a terrible Electro Dragon, because it's only hitting my Knight, and Electro Dragon's going to take 20 years to kill that Knight. I'm going to Musketeer to snipe that Electro Dragon. I'm going to Poison, because I was sensing that he was going to try to NATO stuff into the Electro Dragon, but for some reason he was really late on that. You notice I'm actually up damage now because he ignored a miner there. I played a miner before I defended because I knew that I had enough Lich to defend, so I could afford to play a miner, and if he countered my miner, then he couldn't go on offense anymore. I'm going to miner Musketeer the river. I cannot allow him to just set up a full push. I need him to play something in front. He's playing a Dark Prince. I will Law just to keep my Musketeer alive for a tiny bit longer. Bomb Tower, Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit will stall the Dark Prince, and it'll stall the Dark Prince so my Bomb Tower can kill it. That is a very good interaction for me. What happened there was the Evo Musketeer sniped off his Evo E-Drag. Evo E-Drag is an absolute menace of a card for me. I have nothing to kill it, so if he protects it correctly, then I just lose every time he plays it. But it looks like he did not play it correctly, so I'm still in this. You notice that I can't really force a win with this deck. I have to just prey on them being bad at the game. I'm going to Gobs now because, oh, that sucks, okay. But at least I baited out his E-Drag. E-Drag will kill my Musketeer, but because he doesn't have his E-Drag in hand anymore, I'm getting good Musketeer value. The Musketeer killed his E-Drag and his Baby Drag. I'm going to Gobs, okay, good. The Gobs protect the Musketeer. I'm going to Knight to the side to try and keep the Musketeer alive even longer. You notice that Musketeer killed a whole lot of stuff, and now it's over for him. There's no way he can make another Golem push in time. It's... okay. Finally. Perfect micro, and all it takes is perfect micro and them making multiple mistakes for me to win. That's all it takes. I just have to make 0 mistakes, you know? Ugh. So yeah, that's it for the video. Oh, I got the book already on this account. I've been playing more on my main account because, you know, I'm trying to stay in top 10,000 in the world. I dropped 300 spots in this video, but it's fine. So yeah, next video, I'm probably going to try and push up another arena. But yeah, see you guys.